everybody, and welcome back to Memoirs and Son, the podcast. It's your girl, Myia Dominique. And I got my Cuddy in the building. This my motherfucking dog.
What's up?
No, this my boy. Like, this my dog, my boy, my girl, my brody. The bitch don't never answer the phone. But when she do answer, she is gonna come through clutch.
With a heartbeat, no questions asked. What? I'm pulling
That's
up.
my nigga. No, for real. So it's crazy, y'all, before I let her get into who she is or whatever. The way we vibe and kind of like kick it, you would never know we met and didn't know we was cousins until we was in high school.
No, for real. You would think we've been knowing each other for
grew up our
short
whole lives together, and that is not the case.
The love is definitely there. Always will be there. Like we came out the womb together. Womb to the tomb, my nigga. Like, definitely.
So who are you, cousin?
Hi, everybody. I'm Khadijah. I am Maya's cousin. I know I may be MIA all the time, but the main important people know me. They know me. I'm a Chicagoer, 28. You know, Pisces. Everybody love them Pisces. You gotta get you one if you don't got one.
Lord.
2 kids.
We love Pisces, y'all.
Yes, y'all do. A mother or two, a boy and a girl. Best of both worlds. Shit. And I'm just excited for my cousin. Like, this is different. I enjoy it. I love her company. She's my little role model, my little inspiration.
Okay, cousin. So when I text her, y'all know I love my topics. Y'all know I always got some shit about the topic. No, but I chose this topic for her because it speaks to our relationship. We grew up, 2 different households, 2 totally different raisins, and ended up coming out being like the best. Like, we are the only 2 that talk on my dad's side, honestly.
For sure. Like,
we don't even talk to everybody else. So knowing where your family came from, knowing where you're from, and family secrets, like, that's what we're gonna tackle, because it was a lot of like just family things that dynamics that just was not brought up amongst the both of us.
Yeah, it's crazy because growing up, like, we ain't really had that, but she was like my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 3 sisters of my own, but she just became my sister. So it's like, forget a cousin, she more of a sister to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely different.
It was definitely like that. So I guess I'll go back. So I guess go back to high school.
Oh my God.
So when we first found out we was cousins, she went to an event and I went to an event that we knew the same people. And we like, damn, what you doing here? Well, damn, what you doing here? Well, these my cousins. Well, these my cousins.
Yes, definitely. It was a weird ass experience, but it was like, shit, we friends in school, so shit.
Exactly.
It
and
was
we ended up
everything.
seeing more mutual people. That was what was crazy. We started to see more cousins that was like mutual cousins with her, or like Desiree knew Lanita, and it was a lot of stuff.
And then she knew my other cousin before she met
Jay,
me. Jay,
right?
They went to school
Jay
together.
grew up as basically my cousin with Deja and Taylor.
Yeah.
It just became so much. It just goes to show that Chicago is much, much smaller than people think and anticipate it is, and you just never know.
But it's also, Chicago's so small, but that's why we can't always, be attacking each other, because you never know who your family is in reality. Shit, like, I'm getting to with you and you my cousin. Like,
this shit around, cuz.
what? Wait, what? That's why you gotta be careful. Like, it's good to know family. And I felt like when I had kids, I wanted my kids to know everybody, because
that's how I feel too. Like, I want my kids to, even if it's people that I don't deal with, I don't talk to, because I have older siblings. Like, I'll tell you that all the time. Like, I want to find my 2 older brothers. I have 2 older brothers that I don't know anything about. I don't know who they are or anything. Like, I just know that they exist.
And it was crazy because that's how I was too. Like I had siblings that I didn't know, and then Myia met my siblings for the first time with my birthday party. Right? You're like, I don't even know them like that.
Damn. Yep. I end up meeting your brothers.
Yeah. My daddy has so many kids. It's ridiculous. Like, and we all just like basically putting pieces of the puzzle together, trying to get to know each other. And I feel like that's a big role because you don't want to one day fuck around and fuck your brother. Like that is
that's definitely weird. But even outside of that piece, knowing where you come from, like I look at a lot of kids and a lot of just family stuff. Like I watch a lot of family movies. I watch a lot of relationship stuff. I'm a real invested person in like being a better me, being a better mom, being a better wife, being a better, you know, just woman, businesswoman. So I always want to know like where I come from, like where do I get these traits from, like who do I pull this from? You know, there are certain things I could look dead at my mom and be like, that shit is all Marla. Yeah. And I could put that stuff, you know, seriously, and I don't necessarily have the ideal relationship with my biological father, but I can look at certain things from him and know that's all Dion. Yeah.
He'd be like, ooh, I act just like him. Like I feel the same way, like, you know, personally, like my dad was gone for, you know, in the beginning of my life because he went out to the service and stuff. And I have a great stepfather. I will not take that from my stepfather. My stepfather, you know, that's my dad.
Shit, that's my nigga. That's my
dad.
Boy.
Nothing come between that. That's my dad. My stepfather definitely showed me what a man's supposed to treat you like. What a family
supposed to be treated. Yep. Yes. And my daddy don't play.
And I definitely want that for myself and my kids. Like, so knowing where you come from is definitely a big thing to me as well.
And like just how you grow up. So I guess I look at y'all know I love movies, so everything I do be alluding to fucking movies because that's all I do is work and watch movie shit. But seriously, like I look at movies where they show, you know, like the family dynamics, like these kids get taken and they don't know who their family is. This, and it's funny, this episode is coming right behind, but that's the sequence last week, or either the week before last, one of the two, actually last week is about adoption, and that plays right into what we're talking about today. Knowing where your family, knowing who your family is, where you come from, and then like the family secrets, you know, like knowing what's really going on, because that kind of could put pieces together. Because you ever like been around people and you don't know why they staring at you or why they looking at you crazy. That's these family members, but you don't know what the problem is, and it's because it's secrets about this or secrets about that. Shit you don't even know nothing about, don't even have nothing to do with. But because people are not forthcoming or mature enough to say, hey, this is what's been going on, or let's move past this. Now it's a million bitches mad at one person for nothing, and it's generations to come. So now it's a group of sisters.
It's just like, it's so much hatred instead of love. Like, so now it's generations of it. So now because I'm your mama, you don't like her, and I don't like her, so I'm your mama, so you not to like her.
You don't like her.
That's not how shit should be. We're family at the end of the day. Like, no matter what, life is too short, and people don't understand.
Is wrong. We often go through life with this thing that because you family, that your family not supposed to correct you, or your family not supposed to hold you. No, I hold your ass to the same damn standard.
I hold everybody accountable of anything that you did, baby.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch that's gonna bring it to you every day. Like, no, this is what you said, and you're gonna stick by it. Like,
and that's what it is. And so when we bring that importance, I guess, with the family structure of, you know, that all comes with where you come from, how you do things. You know, parents don't often want to tell you certain stuff, and I get it when your kids are younger. There are certain things that you do shelter your kids from, or you choose to not necessarily share with your kids because you feel like, okay, you know, I don't want them to feel a certain way, or I don't want them to look at things a certain way. But knowing where you come from, even the history piece, even back from generational curses, when you look at habits, drinking, these just
the little things,
tedious shit.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference in who you are today. If you don't know where you come from, who can you tell who you are?
Who are you then if you don't know where you come from? How can you let your kids know who you are if you don't know who you come from?
Yeah, definitely. So okay, cousin. So let's get into some shit. Let's get into it.
Some tea.
So. How you feel when you first met me? Was you like, okay, this bitch?
No, when I first met you, like, no lie, before we even knew we was family, we clicked. We clicked. Like,
that's what's so crazy. I was just on the phone. We were just talking about that. I'm just saying, like, nah, we was cool. Like,
yeah, we clicked. Like, we had already had a click. First off, I was new to the school. I was a little scared. I stood off. I sat in the back. She came to me like, Miss. The old lady class. What's her name? What was her name?
Yeah, that was math.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
I cannot, but I would never forget this day. Like, I sat in the back, y'all. I thought I was the shit already because I came from Christ the King, but I was a little irritated being in an all-girls school. When I say, y'all, this lady came to me, she like, look, I'm Myia. We got to sit together. We the only black people in this school. I'm like, what?
I was the only black girl in my class until all of them came from Christ the King.
Yes. I was so shocked.
My school was full of
Mexicans, whites, Polish.
Yep, Polish, and just pure Caucasian.
Yes.
And there was no blacks. I think it was like me and maybe two other
I want to say literally
juniors and I think seniors.
I want to say literally like the black people fit at one table. That's how many black people.
That's how many it was, literally.
One long white table that be at the picnics. That was the black people.
That was us. That was us. We was at the picnic.
So we was already like close because we had the shit. We just had to stick together. We was on two black girls.
But what's crazy is, so looping this back again, one side topic. Y'all know I love to get off and go back on. So when you talk about where you come from and just dynamics and growing up and who you are as far as just being family orientated, our school was on all of a third floor.
Yes.
Our school had come from this huge building to being condensed to a third floor.
Literally.
So we had no choice but to get to know who was in that motherfucker because it wasn't that big for you to begin.
Yeah, we shared it with a grammar school.
Right.
Literally. A grammar school was literally next door to us, like in the other side of the hallway.
Yeah.
And you had no choice but to know the seniors, juniors, freshmen, sophomores. Like we're all in this together, baby.
Yep.
Literally.
So when you think about that, and so when I went to, I'm like, she the only other black girl in this fucking class. Like, I need to figure this out because I've been doing this shit. And so she went to her thing about, oh, I'm not good at math. I said, girl, I got you. I can do that shit in my head.
Yep. And it wasn't even that I really wasn't good. I just was like, this school not for me. I was stuck in my ways because I was used to a co-ed school. Changing from a co-ed to an all-girl school, I'm like, this shit gay as fuck. Like, I was pissed. But then it's like, when Myia opened herself up to me, I opened myself up to her. It got better, and I believe my family did it for a good reason. Because once to a co-ed school, I've probably been fucked up. Yeah. Not saying like Christ King was a bad school. It's just like the environment you in. Sometimes you have to take yourself out of a messed up environment and move yourself somewhere else so you can build and grow. Yeah. And I really do appreciate them from taking me from Christ King to Notre Dame because Notre Dame helped me grow a lot as a person, in my career, everything, like just wisely.
Okay. Yeah. Wisely.
Yes, they did. Like I really can. Catholic school is the shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, my kids is going to Catholic high school. I have already been talking about it.
It's different. It's a different learning experience. Like, definitely.
It is. It's a different experience. And when you are a kid that needs individualized attention, that's one thing that runs in our family. Our kids are visual. My son, both of them are visual. You got to physically go show them. Her daughter, physical, visual. You got to physically go show Lay what you want her to do, how you want. Now, once you teach them,
it's over.
That's good.
You
don't got to do it no more. But we visual people. So, so we did have a good relationship in the beginning. I guess what would be one thing you would change if you could change how the dynamics was? I think for me it would be not growing up before high school. I really would have wanted, because I didn't have girl cousins that grew up with me growing up. I had one friend who is my god sister. Well, my two god sisters actually, that I grew up with them. But then my cousins that I actually grew up with, Rhea and Drina, they older. Mm-hmm. You was my only cousin that was my age.
One thing for me that I would change was when growing up, when starting with you guys at birth, like, you guys had a trauma, you know, losing Dion. Like, I felt, I was hurt, very hurt, because I felt like we didn't have enough time, you know, and I felt like that was taken from me by, you know, something, by a person that's cruel. But I felt like if I could go back and change anything, it'd be that, to grow up with you guys so I could get to know you guys more, know him more.
Yeah.
So he could know my children and all that stuff, so.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Time, I do it all over again, give time.
More time. I definitely agree with that. So I guess with knowing where you come from and keeping secrets, how you feel about family secrets? What's tea?
Family ain't shit.
What's tea?
I don't really care. Only family secret, like I don't really be in people's business, like the family business, because I feel like it'd be a lot of drama. Like, okay, since we don't like this one person, everybody get to this side. Like, I don't like that, but I kind of just mind my business. Only family tea is granddaddy selling a tire shop. Yeah, Papa is 86. He ready to get rid of it. He lost his, wife, his daughter. Papa said he ready to travel, and he's giving up his tire shop that he has since he came to Mississippi since they was 15.
See how the bitch get sidetracked, and now she giving us a Black History lesson.
I know, right? But that's tea. That's the only tea I know. You tell me what's tea.
Okay, so I guess for me, family secrets, I don't care for them. I feel like things that you know will affect a person, you should tell them. Mm-hmm. If you know, whether it's going to affect them negatively or positively, you still tell them. Because letting the streets tell them, letting it come out on social media, letting it come out publicly, that's the wrong way for people to know stuff.
And you know what, you guys, he definitely just like that, because when her brother died, I was the first person she called. She said, cousin, I have something very serious to tell you. Like, sit down, take a minute, take a deep breath. She said, I don't want you to find out through the internet. I don't want you to find out through social media, through Facebook, and then I want to be the first to tell you. And when I get all the details, I will let you know everything. Yep. And I could respect that. Like, I was lost. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, death happened back to back for me. I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was coming or going. I didn't even know who I was anymore.
I don't deal with family secrets. I don't deal with family drama well. I'm a person that I want to cultivate a great history. I want to leave my children
by example.
I would definitely want to lead by example, but I want to leave them with something better than what I was left. So, like,
I feel like our family, they don't really have too many family secrets, because our family is really some straightforward people, like,
for the most part. But daddy's side definitely
they got
weird shit. They weird, and they got their picks and choose.
Yeah, that's why I don't communicate with them. It's bad to say. I'm 28. I don't even.
And see, she know my mama's side too. So like,
stay in my corner.
She's my cousin through my dad's side, but she does know my mom.
But I feel like I'm more attached to Marla them than Dion's side, and that's kind of fucked up, because Dion is my family. But Marla, they welcomed me with open arms, especially granddaddy, grandma. Like, it wasn't no questions asked. So it was like, shit, this family. I don't know Dion them at this point.
And it was cool, like, so having that, like, it just go to show the two sides, my two sides. And it's not to shade anybody. My granddaddy and my Gigi was amazing. Like, growing up, they were amazing. But my mother's side really structured us with that family structure. They got their issues. They got a lot of messy shit that they deal with. But the structure of how we were raised my cousins that was in my age bracket, they were both boys, but we all grew up together. And it was never one person felt this way. If I brought somebody home, like, this is my such and such, just my friend, this my cousin, my grandma gonna offer them a plate. She gonna offer them, do they need to spend a night? It becomes you family at that point. It was never no, like, you know.
And my mama's side welcome Myia with open arms.
Sure,
like,
the fuck did.
They still do. Like, they call Myia before they call me.
I will go over there without her ass.
Fast, so fast. Like, my grandma, and then it goes back to piggyback off what she's saying. Like, my mom's side is so different from my dad's side. Mm-hmm. Like, my mom, them is Mississippi, straight organization. Like, you're gonna grow up in the house. Yeah, you're gonna be raised with everybody.
Home. Like, everybody in the house.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's nobody getting more love than the next one. Another. Everything is structured. Like, they're gonna raise you.
Treated the same.
Yes.
So you picking up kids, you picking up all the kids.
Everybody get picked up at once.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that was. Nobody is singled out, and that's the family structure that I want to build with my kids. Yeah. Because, like, I want more kids. I tell y'all that all the time. I want more kids. I do. I want some more. I want at least 2 more. I would do 3 more, but I definitely would want 2 more.
See, Myia come from just on her mom's side, her Dion. So it's different. Me, I come from a crew. It's me and my 3 sisters, and we all different zodiac signs. So I know why she want more kids, because she wants them to feel that love. Like,
I want my kids to grow up. I do not want them to grow up lonely. I don't want them to leave lonely, because, like, yes, I do have 2 younger brothers, and I love the hell out of them. I do have 2 baby brothers that I have no relationship with, and then, like I said, I didn't meet my older brothers. I have a sister, but ultimately, I still be feeling lonely, because the one person that I grew up with, that's really where my attention and where, like, my life was at. Mm-hmm. So when you got a family structure and you come from a family where that was all you know, I don't want my kids to grow up like that. Like, I don't want my kids to grow up like, okay, if something happens to my brother, God forbid, because I definitely don't want nothing to happen to my kids, but they still have other siblings. Like, I want my kids to be jam tight.
I never thought about it that way, but I do thank my dad for having a lot of kids, because I'm his only daughter, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of boys. And my brothers show me a love. Like, I call my brothers for anything. You know, they all call me bae. Every one of them. Like, my brothers definitely show me what love is in the male perspective. And everything. They are providers. I go to them for anything. And then my sisters are my best friends. You know this, Myia. Like, those
that's my nigga right there.
My sisters are my world, like, and I really value that and appreciate that my mama had us back to back, because we not too far in age that we all could still hang together. We all love each other equally, and it's just, I understand where she coming from, what she doing, because I know we are all my siblings will be fucked up, and I do value that my brothers accept my sisters, and my sisters accept them, and they all call each other siblings. Like,
that's the good thing. So that's why I say that family structure, how you was raised, that makes it easier to accept that those differences in the way you grow up. And then when you cultivate stuff and you don't keep secrets, which is what we was just talking about, you know, them family secrets, they fuck up a lot of shit.
Yep.
When you don't tell the truth about stuff, or something come out in the wrong way, you can fuck up people's whole understanding.
And then it's just like certain family members hold grudges forever. Like, you guys don't want that. Like, family secrets can fuck up a whole family thing. Like, and it could ruin a lot. And this person could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even say you sorry. Like, just family secrets is fucked up. Don't do it, please.
It's definitely not worth it. Okay, so let's get into the cards, because I'm ready to hear what you got to say. So y'all know I got my end cards. Now, this is the long-term edition. So,
wait, what's end cards? Explain that to me. You know.
So the end cards is like conversation cards. So they basically are conversation cards. They give challenging questions to
Girl, I love a good challenge.
Yeah, I got friends edition. I got long-term relationship edition. I got family edition. I got all types of stuff.
Okay.
So, what do you think I value most in our relationship now?
What do you value more in our relationship now as we grown? I don't know. I feel like you're the same. Like,
what do you think I value most in our relationship now?
Our bond.
Yeah,
it's our bond because our bond is tighter than no matter what. Like when Myia first got pregnant, I cried, y'all. When she was pregnant with Miles, like I felt like my world came to an end because
I had to switch schools and
it was switching schools. Bad. She left me. She was gonna forget about me because she had a baby. She was gonna start her happy life. I was hurt. Like I was devastated. That might sound a little weird, but y'all gotta know us to understand us. I was devastated, but our bond still was everything.
And so, we could talk like we could not talk for days, a couple of weeks, months, and when I call her, I'm just still light up like, hey, cousin.
It's like you would never forget we were just talking like months or nothing. Like shit's still the same. Like
yes,
it's crazy. But.
So what do I value most? What do you value most? I think you value most the dependency in our relationship. Like if anybody know Khadijah is one of them people. She know I be on it on her ass about time because I don't play that shit, that late shit.
Yeah, man. And I'm always late. I'm gonna be late for my own funeral. I'm telling you.
But I think she values that with me. She always her favorite thing is my cousin that don't play. She don't be playing.
I'm glad Myia's gonna be on time to every event. So don't tell her the actual time. Tell her a little later time because Myia gonna be on time.
I don't play. I value people's time. I value people's energy. I value what they do. Because I want you to do the same for me.
Yeah.
So I try to give that.
Girl, I move at my own pace. I move slow. So she'll tell you. She'll be like, this old lady. Yeah, I'm terrible with time. And like, you tell me 5 o'clock, I'm gonna be here at 6, maybe 7. And I'm coming in, hey y'all, ready to party. You're gonna be like, bitch. I know.
Okay, here go a good one. What is the worst experience with family that you ever had? I think with family, the worst experience I've ever had was having to accept that all family members are not like you. That's a hard pill to swallow. And I guess tying it back into what we talking about today, which is we met as adults. That's clearly, as teenagers. We met as teenagers. That was clearly a secret. Yeah. Not an intentional secret on either side, but just not being able to make sure we met or ensuring, we kind of met on our own. It ended up working out
perfectly.
But God forbid if we didn't like each other.
Man, that would have been weird as hell.
Would have been terrible. So, it worked out this time, but, just continuing that same type of pattern. I think the worst experience with family is just knowing that people are not, everybody is not made like you, even though y'all all family. Y'all not made like each other, and your values and what you see as important, other people may not. And even if it's your family, they still may not see it as important as you.
One thing that I feel is worse with family is the drama. You know why? Because
with family,
because they try to push it off on you. So it's the cliques. There we go. The cliques. They want to form a family clique, and that'll tear you apart. Like. Why do I gotta build nothing? Why do I gotta do this? And I like this person, but you're gonna be mad at me because I like this person. Like, oh man,
nah, man,
really? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. So I think that's one of the worst things that with family that I definitely strongly hate. So bad, you don't hate a bad word, but
yeah,
I strongly dislike that so bad. Besides secrets, but that's one of them. The family drama and. Pick a side. Like, I don't want to pick a side. I want to be me.
Now I got a good question. Is this just me talking? What would you do different that your parents did as far as cultivating your children and ensuring that they know where they come from, know about their family, and ensuring that you don't keep secrets from them growing up?
I would do this differently, like how we grew up. No matter what the situation with me and my partner is, I would not want to keep my child away from that side of the family, not knowing they siblings and stuff and they cousins. Like, you never know. Like, you don't know what happened. Like, you being mean, you spiteful, hateful because this person moved on. Like, nah, I don't want to do that. I would definitely change stuff around. Like, I would want my kids to grow up knowing both sides. Like, for sure.
Okay. I think for me, the one thing I would do different in cultivating and allowing my kids to know where they come from is to continue to be abreast in my family events. I'm not saying be in your family business, but family reunions, yes.
Yeah. See, that's one thing my mom's side takes serious. Like, you know, my mama and Myia, they big on family.
See, we don't do those like on my mama's side.
My mom's side of the family, they big on family reunions. You gonna know your Mississippi side, Indianapolis side. My mom and them side is big on that. But my dad's side, our dad's side is not big on that either. Like, they big on that shit. Like, when it's time for. They got somebody in the family want to show off to what the fuck they got, so they gonna have a big ass family reunion on the 4th of July. But you can't do that because I got my own family for the 4th, or my other family members. Like, I feel like they just do family reunions on the 4th because they want to show off. Like, no, I still have other things going on.
It's a show party. It's not a actual family reunion to learn.
It's a showboat.
Yeah.
But my mom's side, you know, they gonna get together. They gonna have their shit in order. They got the black and white event for the dinner and everything. Like, big Christmas tree. You gonna take a picture. Everybody gonna take a picture. That's what I'm saying. Our dad's side is
terrible.
Different.
Smoked.
Different.
Your asses is smoked.
It's different. It's not love.
Smoked.
Yeah, it's not love. It's not love at all over there.
No.
But it's good that people like us can show a difference, because
definitely can see past that and continue to say, you know, it is what it is. Family is who they are. That's my dog. I don't give a fuck.
Let them people be great. Like, our dads is brothers. Like, we first cousins at that. Like, these niggas gotta grow up. Like, y'all gotta put shit behind, put that shit in the past. Like, y'all kids grown. Like, we gonna be 30 and y'all still arguing.
Baby.
Y'all old as fuck and y'all still arguing. Y'all kids is grown. Y'all got grandkids. Nigga. Y'all gotta let this shit go.
It's definitely time to grow up. Well, I enjoyed myself, cousin. Did you enjoy yourself?
Always, baby.
Always. Y'all know it goes down on Memoirs and Some, the podcast. My girl came through and gave it to us in the raw. Definitely so glad she came through. I had so much fun. I'm so glad
I had so much fun. This is beautiful. I'm very excited for my cousin. This is different. Like, no, Chicago kind of weird. Females weird. We all pick up on the same trait, but this is different. This is beautiful. I'm everything excited for her. Like, Myia has become such an independent woman. Her growth has been everything. Like, if y'all know Myia, I knew Myia was a motherfucker. But she is definitely a woman now. Like, she's a mother. She became a mother at a young age. And she does her thing. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Myia is a mama. She a hustler. She's a working woman. She gonna do whatever it means by necessary to make Myia Dominique happy. And I value that. Like, I don't know what y'all be doing, but how y'all express y'all feelings. But I love my cousin. I love my cousin. I value everything, and she's my motivation. Like, at all. Like, with everything.
I love you more. No, for real. That's everything. I definitely. It's a work in progress. But I'm definitely glad for being able to be an inspiration, to be able to motivate, because that's what it's all about. Like, I do it, it's cool.
I was so scared to have
it's natural, but
I was so scared to have a baby, y'all. I waited until I was 25. I was terrified at 25. Myia was like, Khadijah, relax, breathe, bro, you got this. I'm like, Myia, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fuck this kid up. I swear to you, I was so paranoid.
Yo, my cousin, she was just off the fucking chain for no reason.
I didn't know, because Myia, I could run to Myia for anything because Myia experienced it before me. Like, she knew, she was already a great mama. She had 2 kids. Like, she did it with no problem. I was scared. I'm like, I can't do this shit like her. What the fuck?
And a lot of people say that I did it with no problem, but I definitely had problems. I just didn't let that shit show.
Yeah.
But
I knew the real, but I was like, bitch, what am I doing?
But you good.
But
I'm like, now, we good. Like, the parenting, I eat that shit.
Yeah, I definitely do. Like, once she told me what to do, how to do it, when I had Zion, shit, the shit was like, water on the bridge, baby. It was like, whoop, oh, I got this now, baby.
Yeah, locked and loaded.
Yeah, but she's definitely been a big part of my life and forever will be. Like, if y'all got y'all with Myia Dominique, I don't know what y'all have. Because I wouldn't know what to do, y'all. I promise you.
That's my dog. I definitely. It's a good feeling. So I'm so glad we did this. I think the topic was amazing.
I do too. I love it.
Stop keeping family secrets, y'all. Tell these people the fucking truth.
Cause it could hurt them, and it could better
fuck
them.
Shit up.
Yeah.
It can fuck shit up, or it can make it
at least
better.
our family secret bettered us.
It's gonna do something, and if it ain't doing anything, let it be doing something to make a change. Change for the better. When it's slow motion is better than no motion. Nothing happens overnight. So we always hear y'all every Tuesday at 7 p.m. This is Memoirs Answer on the podcast. I am your host, the one and the only Myia Dominique. My girl Khadijah.
Hey!
But we are out tonight, y'all.
Yes, enjoy, be safe.
Peace.